Good morning, everyone. Futures Brizio here. It is 10 a.m. on Wednesday, July 31st, 2024. Hope you're doing well. Just a quick market update, as always. Before we get going, just smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. Ring the bell notifications so you get notified when I drop a new video, which, again, I tried to do a little bit more regularly, but admittedly, I'm kind of hot and cold on that. So let's just jump right into it and just see where we're at right now. So basically, I can sum it up a couple of ways, at least with the markets I look at, is that copper appears to be potentially changing direction. The S&P and the ES are potentially changing direction. Natural gas is still, for the moment, trending down. Soybeans still trending down, and gold, which I had stopped following a few days ago, but I just wanted to take a look at it today. Looks like that has changed directions really as of yesterday. So we do appear to be having some market shifts and potential reversals going on. So we'll take a really quick look at these. So this is copper. So this is the 4-hour chart of copper, and you can see I had this zone marked out, which is basically the candle highs for this last swing that made this low here. And you can see now we are breaching that. If we put the candlesticks on for a minute, you can see we have now taken out this area. This candle has not closed yet, so we'll see. I like to wait for the candle close, which won't happen for another 2 hours, but we'll see. If we do get a close above here, this would probably turn me bullish on copper, at least back to, the next liquidity pool, which would be way up here on the 4-hour chart. Okay, so nothing for me to do on copper right now. Not taking longs or shorts on this now. I'm just going to wait and see, and if we do break higher here and appear to start going higher, then I will just wait for pullbacks and then look for long positions. So we'll just go with that. So the ES and the NQ, again, they're pretty much the same. So just take your pick. It looks like we're breaking out here potentially to the upside. We did have some news this morning. And so this is the NQ, the NASDAQ. And again, you can see we have a pretty strong 4-hour candle here that appears to be closing or heading up above this resistance zone here, which was the last swing before we put in this low down here. So this would potentially mean that we're heading higher, with obviously targets would be good back to the next liquidity zone, which would be up here somewhere. So that's the thing with NQ. So again, if this does close higher, this 4-hour candle, then I'll start looking for pullbacks and then opportunities to go long. Same thing on the ES, pretty much the exact same scenario. Soybeans, we are still short, not short, I'm not in a trade, but we're still bearish here, so there's no trade at the moment. But I'll keep an eye on soybeans for potential shorts. Gold, so gold shifted momentum right back here. We had this low put in, price started to correct it, came up, failed, put in a higher low, failed to make a new low right here, and now we've broken that structure as of now let's see, this broke yesterday. It's about like yesterday late afternoon, mid-afternoon, 3-hour candle. We closed above here, so now we're heading higher. And given that, my bias, at least on this in the short term, is more bullish. Of course, there's no trade right now. Of course, we probably will hit some resistance at this level right here. But if we make it through here, then obviously the next liquidity pool would probably be somewhere up in here. So we'll keep an eye on it. Gold is very contained inside of this overall much larger, bigger range. If we go to the even like the 12-hour chart, you can see we've been trading inside this range here, and now we are right in the middle of it. So even though on the shorter time frame, I'm not saying there's not trading opportunities here, But you know, we are overall inside of a range here. So I probably would wait. Personally, for me, I'm not going to trade into this big resistance area right here that we're heading into now. Uh, if we get a nice clean break above here, and then I'll wait for some sort of pullback retest, and then I might consider longs back up towards these highs, which would be this range highs up here. So that's kind of what I'm doing with gold. So won't be any trade for me in gold today either, and we'll just keep an eye on it and see what it does once it hits this level right here. I do expect it'll have some kind of reaction. You know, I don't know whether it'll reverse and keep going down from here, or whether we just chop, you know, break through the retest and go higher. We'll have to see what happens, and we may have to look at that on a little bit lower time frame, just to look for structure breaks and just see what it decides to do. And then finally on natural gas, as you can see, I am short this market right now, and this is continuing down. So if we go over, well, no, let's not do that right now. Well, either way, we are at contract lows currently. Well, not yet. Well, this was the contract low put in. So we'll see what happens. The movements down appear maybe to getting a little bit smaller compared to, you know, previous pullback areas. So we'll see what happens here. You know, I'd be willing to trade this at least back to this previous low, and we'll see what happens after that. Okay. So, but right now the you know, natural gas is still bearish. Okay. So yeah, so that's really about it, guys. So like I said, to sum up, we have potential shifts of structure, shifts of direction in both in copper, in S&P, and NASDAQ. We maintain a short bias for now in natural gas. We maintain a short bias in soybeans, although there's no trade right now. And gold, we have shifted bullish. We'll see if that's maintained as we approach the next structure area, and then, you know, see what we get after that. So that's where we're at right now, guys. Again, this is you know, kind of higher time frame checking here. You know, more swing trading than day trading, and so as I said, I've kind of made that shift away from the real short time frames, and so what that leads to is much fewer trades. You know, I have that natural gas trade. That's probably all I'm going to have today, unless something happens maybe with soybeans, you know, if I get a short signal there. But other than that, I don't see any chance that I take a trade today in any of those other markets, just because of what they're currently doing, and there just won't be time for, you know, corrections and then resumptions of uptrends. Not on this time frame. So yeah, so that's where we're at right now. And any questions or comments, guys, please leave them down below if you want me to look at anything else. Again, what I'm looking at here is Heikin-Ashi smooth candles set to a period of 4 and a linear weighted view. But as you saw, I don't ignore the candlesticks. I will turn them on just to mark out key levels, just, you know, but just to get a flavor of what the trend is and kind of smooth out the noise of all the candlesticks in between. I just find this to be very easy on my eyes, and so that's what I like. And as I mentioned yesterday, you can go back and watch that video from yesterday. You can also use like TradingView or something and look at the CFD and cash charts for all these assets. If you wanted to get a wider view on the higher time frames than maybe a futures contract is going to show you, that can be very helpful too. And it also helps you just confirm what you're seeing on these on the futures charts as well. So that's something I've already done this morning, and everything pretty much lines up with what I'm seeing here. So but like I said, I'm not looking to take any trades on these right now, so I was just kind of observing them. So I'll just sit on my hands here and see what happens, and that's it. All right, guys, so again, smash the like button on your way out, and subscribe to the channel. Comments, questions, leave them down below. If anything changes or as we get updates, I'll be back. I'm not sure if it'll be today, But I'll keep everybody posted, and hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and we'll catch up soon. Thanks.